We are starting the video. Okay, so you're gonna draw something that looks like this, right? Then you're going to draw an object. Let's just make our object a rectangle. Let's just pretend that's like, I don't know, a door. I don't fucking know. Okay, so you're going to draw a line that is perpendicular to this object, and that line that is perpendicular to this object, you're going to call it Fn. And then you're going to draw another line that is parallel to this, and you're going to call this one F parallel. Then you're going to draw mg, which is a downward force, which we know. You're going to draw it going directly straight down, and that's going to be our mg. You're going to draw a line that is perpendicular to this one, and that's going to be F perpendicular. Now this angle here is going to be 90 minus theta. That angle is going to be 90 degrees, and that angle is going to be theta, and this angle is going to be theta. You know that angle is going to be 90 minus theta because this whole triangle would make 180. So it'd be 180 is equal to this theta plus this 90 plus, let's just call this x, right? So 180 is going to be equal to theta plus 90 plus x. So 180, let me just bring the 180 to this side because I prefer it to look like that. Okay, so it's going to be, let's just say plus negative 90, for example, right? Plus negative 90. So that's going to be equal to theta plus x is equal to 90. Now, plus negative theta passes out, plus negative theta, x is equal to 90 minus theta. So that's how we got that theta, 90 minus theta. We got that this is equal to theta because this whole thing, you see how that makes a 90-degree angle? So it would be 90 is equal to 90 minus theta plus, let's just call this little angle here y. You don't really need to know this, I'm just explaining to you. You could just memorize that that's 90 minus theta and that's theta. You could just memorize that. I'm just trying to explain it to you fully. So plus 90 plus negative 90 plus negative 90, you would get plus y is equal to 0. Wait, what the fuck? I fucked up. Okay, scratch this. You don't need to know that. Just know that that's theta. And that's 90 minus theta. Just memorize that. That's not even important. He's not going to ask you that. Whatever. I don't know why the fuck I just did that. Anyways, just make sure on the test it's going to ask you to label Fn, label F parallel, label F perpendicular, and label mg. And just know, like, to label these angles 90 minus theta and label this theta. That's what you need to know for the test. Now he's also going to ask you, he's going to give you theta is equal to, like, let's say 60, and he's going to give you the mass is equal to like 10 kilograms, for example, right? And he's going to ask you to find what Fn equals, what F parallel equals, what F perpendicular equals, and what Fmg equals. So to find what mg equals, you know mg is equal to m times a, right? So mg is going to be equal to 10, because that's the mass, times a is 9.8, right? So that's going to be equal to 98. You know your F, this is going to be equal to mg. This is the x, right? This is the x, this is the y. So this is going to be mg sine theta. And you know this, which is F perpendicular, is going to be equal to mg cos theta. So you know mg is equal to 98. So this is going to be 98 sine theta. And this, F perpendicular, is going to be equal to 98 cos theta. Well, you know theta, so it's just going to be sine 60 cos 60. So yeah, so just solve that. So this is your answers. And if they ask you for Fn, you would do F perpendicular minus Fn is equal to 0 because m times a. This would be equal to 0 because it's only accelerating here in the x, not the y, right? Your forces in the y are Fn and F perpendicular. So it'd be Fn minus F perpendicular. F perpendicular is equal to 0. Scratch this. This is BS. These are the forces in the y, right? Fn and F perpendicular. This and this. Those are your forces in the y. So if you sum the forces in the y, you would get Fn minus F perpendicular. Fn minus F perpendicular is equal to 0. You know mass times acceleration is equal to 0. It's only accelerating the x, it's not accelerating the y. So for the sum of the forces in the y, your acceleration would be 0. So it doesn't matter what this is. It just doesn't matter because anything times 0 is equal to 0. So that's equal to 0. You solve this equation, you get Fn is equal to F perpendicular. Why do I keep writing that? F perpendicular. We know that F perpendicular is 98 cos 60, so Fn is equal to 98 cos 60. So there you go.